What is going on, guys? Welcome to Greggles TV. I have switched. I'm switching over to the iPhone 11 Pro Max. Now, I'm not gonna make you wait through the whole entire video to know why I did this. So basically, I'm doing this for at least a week. Why? Because I want to try it out. I haven't had an iPhone since iPhone 5. And in this video, I'm going to do an unboxing. I'm going to do a first impressions. I'm gonna run through some of the setup. So let's jump into the unboxing right now. All right, so this is the iPhone 11 Pro Max Space Gray, 256 gigabyte, and it's unlocked. So let's get this started. Okay, so interesting. Usually when you get these phones, they are showing the front. I don't think I've ever seen an unboxing of a device and they have the back, which is kind of cool. One thing I noticed right off the bat is, and I've seen Flossie Carter say the same thing, it's not as ugly in person as it is in the photos. Totally true, actually. This is actually, I don't know, it kind of looks cool with the gun. It looks like gunmetal. It's probably black up here, but it looks like gunmetal up top where the camera, where the cameras are. I don't know. It looks cool, actually. I'm not digging that. Actually, it's fairly nice. This phone is a tank right off the bat. Just immediately taking it out, it feels very, very heavy. So if you wanted the light phone, I don't know if this is the one to go with. It's very heavy. Let's take off the plastic. Oh, little ASMR right there. ASMR. There's nothing on the back in terms of like the plastic. On the bottom of the phone, you get the lightning, I almost said USB-C, lightning and some speakers. Microphones as well, it looks like. On this end over here, you're going to get, which is the left side, volume up and down, and then also the volume switch to mute the mute switch. Then you get the power button on the right-hand side. An old faithful thing on the Note 10 Plus. Everything's on the left, which I don't dig too much. Cameras are obviously they're not completely flush. There is a little bit of a lip on the back for the cameras, but I'll have a case on this, so not a huge deal to me. So let me turn this thing on. All right, iPhone's booting up. Let's put this off to the side for now, and check out what else comes inside this box. Oh. So you do get the, it's a USB-C on this end, but then it's lightning on the other end. But this is the fast charger, what they call fast charging for their phones, which I guess it's good to see that they actually included it in the box. They usually don't do that, which is kind of weird, but whatever. At least they did at this point. You also get not USB-C, you also get lightning cable headphones. These are wired headphones. They make it look like they're completely wireless, but they're not. You can see the wire inside there. And then the only other thing in the box is this lightning cable. So lightning on one side and then USB-C on the other. Lastly, you get a little hello thing, shows you how to kind of use the phone a little bit. You get a SIM card ejector, tells you where the SIM card slot is. It looks like it's on the right-hand side of the phone. Some stickers and some verbiage about safety regulations. Now, I also did purchase the lightning to headphone jack adapter. It doesn't come in the box anymore. So I did purchase this because I do plan on doing some recordings for my channel with the phone, and I wanted to use a microphone, so I'm gonna end up using this to help facilitate that. Okay, so let's see, we're trying to get this set up. English, United States. Quick start, if you have an iPhone or iPad running iOS 11 or later, bring it nearby to sign in automatically. If you want, you can set up this iPhone manually. So I'm gonna have to do it manually because I sold my iPad Pro. I'm gonna log in to my Wi-Fi. All right, Face ID. You get the Face ID set up, how to set up Face ID. Getting started, hopefully I can get this with my camera being right in front of me. I'm gonna turn this ever so slightly over here. All right. Face ID is completed. All right, second Face ID completed. So I did 2 of them right there. I'm gonna enter in a passcode. I'm gonna shorten this up a little bit. I wish they had swipe custom alphanumeric. I'm just gonna do 4-digit. So I can restore from iCloud, restore from Mac or PC, move data from Android, don't transfer apps and data. I'm gonna try to do it from Android and see what happens. It says move from Android. If you have an Android phone or tablet, you can transfer your photos, messages, download the move to iOS app. So let me download that on my phone. Galaxy Note 10 Plus, move to iOS. Use this app to copy. Continue, agree. All right, it says find your code. I'm gonna hit next. Okay, I got my code, 691. And then I've heard people, the Samsung blocks this app, but we'll see if this ends up being true. Could not communicate, it's saying. Why? I don't know, but let me restart. Okay, phone is restarted. I'm gonna reopen, move to iOS app, 186.082.2. See if this works. Connecting to phone. Again, could not communicate, so at this point is restore from iCloud Backup. I had an iPad at one point, and I had things kind of set up the way I liked it, so I'm just gonna do that at this point. I'm just gonna log in with my Apple ID. All right, asking me to choose my backup. I didn't realize the last time I really used it or backed it up was that far ago, but that should be completely fine. I'm gonna do the 22nd of June, restore from iPad Backup. Settings from parallel maps. I'm gonna hit continue. Set up Apple Pay later. And give this the full experience, guys. Siri, I'll do that as well. Why not? Not going to do app analytics. All right, restore from iCloud. So I will come back after this is done. Okay, so the restore is done. It's asking me about screen time. Get a monthly report with insights. I'll keep that on. True Tone display. See without True Tone's display. See without. Oh, you hold it. Okay. I kind of like it without. The yellow, I don't know. Adequate depth. I think I'm going to turn it. Well, whatever. I'll go back in there and turn it. I do like dark mode. I'm cool about that. I'm going to make this dark. Just easier on your eyes. I think that's really cool. That's coming to Android 10. The Pixel phones, I know it's out for the Samsung phones. Standard or zoomed in. Gosh. Which one do I want? I can always change this later. I'm gonna go zoomed. I got bad eyesight, why not? Swipe up from the home button edge at any time to go home. Switch between apps. It just kind of walks you through how to use the phone. Quickly access controls. Welcome to iPhone. Whoa, what happened here? It went home and it went turned off. There we go. I don't know what happened there. But we are going to, I can see it's downloading all of my apps. It didn't bring over the folders though. That's funny. Okay, so I'm gonna let this finish downloading all the apps. I will come back and I'll show you the next step of what we're gonna end up doing. Okay guys, so I have the phone completely set up. I'm basically logged into all of my apps at this point, and I'm going to give you some first impressions right off the bat. So there's no fingerprint sensor, none on the back, there's not one on the side, there's not one underneath the screen. There's no fingerprint sensor, and that's the way it's been for the last, I guess they didn't have one last year either. I actually don't miss it at all. Face unlock on this is amazing. I like it a lot. I don't know, it just works awesome. You can see it already unlocked my phone. It's so fast, works great. I really, really like it. I've used it in other Apple devices like the iPad Pro. I liked it, but I don't know, it's different on the phone because the phone, you're using it more mobily rather than just more stationary with a big iPad. So that's been awesome. Like I said, I really, really like that. I think that's awesome. The phone, super fast in terms of like just going around the operating system, and it's very, very fluid, which is to be expected. So, you know, that's, again, not a big surprise. The apps run beautifully. Again, I love it. That's a great thing about it. The cameras, let's talk about the camera. So I took a couple of photos, and I'll put these on the screen in case you want to check these out. I mean, I'll show you on the screen here quick, but then I'll play them back. I also have a video. So I did some of these weird little photos right here that you can see. This is one is me. It's one of their like little filter things that you can use with the front and the back camera. Kind of cool. It could be a cool little profile photo. I took one of my son. I don't think it came out as good. He looks a wreck. The next one is me talking on camera, so check that one out. All right, guys, so this is me using the front-facing camera on the 11 Pro Max, 4K 60. I don't know any Android phones that can do that with the front camera. The back camera, yeah, but the front camera, no. So I can't wait for this to come to Android as well. I'm kind of surprised phones don't have it just yet, but how does it look and how does it sound? There's no microphone plugged in. It's using the microphones built into the phone. I'm just holding the camera with one hand. It's not in a gimbal or anything like that. So how does it look? How does it sound? Let me know. And then these last two are just the front camera. One's just a regular photo, and then the last one is with portrait mode. So cameras, I feel like very, very impressive, and that's been the general review so far on those. Other observations, super boring home screens. I like the customization of the Android phones. I mean, you can really customize. You can make the icons smaller. You can change the icons. You can, you know, I have app screens and then I have home screens, and this you just have a home screen and that's it. There's no customization except for really changing the wallpaper. I find that super, super boring. Obviously, another big thing, the notification system. So you swipe down from the left-hand side to see them. So I have a notification here. I can swipe this way and it will open it, which is cool, I guess, right? I can swipe it this way and I can manage it, view it, or clear it, which, I don't know. You can also tap it and it automatically opens. I don't know, I'm just used to the way Android does it. I think they do it best. Just my opinion, but I don't know. It's slightly different and I don't know. I don't know, just something about it doesn't feel completely natural. Maybe I'm not used to it. The other thing that's going to bug me, I haven't run into it yet because I haven't had to charge it, is the charging port. This is Lightning, it's proprietary. Everything I have is basically USB-C at this point, so I'll get used to it for the meantime, but it is a bit of a hassle. Android 10 is officially rolling out to you. It's the latest and greatest version. Here's videos playing. So have one of those phones. Make sure you have the volume up all the way. Volume up's all the way. And look for it. Again, I'll give you the latest version of Android. I wouldn't. Why not? You always want the latest. Speakers have software. Next up, I know some of you were looking. The speakers have nice bass, but I wouldn't say they're super loud. I mean, loud enough to hear in here, obviously, and enjoy, but they're not like super loud. I'm kind of surprised in a way. XL phones, and they're gonna come in 3 different colors. The other big thing when you play YouTube videos, the top quality they can play, because of like some codec issue they have with Apple and not accepting what the codecs that Apple uses is 1080p. You can't do 1440, unfortunately. All right, I got my SIM card. I've got my iPhone. It's going in. I'm scared. I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually kind of scared switching from Android over to this. We'll see how it goes. Okay guys, so you saw my impressions, you saw the unboxing, you saw the setup, and I want to tell you, so I'll be using this for at least 7 days. I'm going away to Hawaii, and I'll be there from the 23rd until the 29th of September, and I'm gonna make this my main phone. My SIM card is in it, as you saw, and it's gonna be my main phone. I'll still bring my Galaxy phone as a backup phone, but this ultimately is going to be the phone that I use out there. Phone calls, texts, watching my videos, doing everything with this phone so I can give you exactly what I love and what I don't like about this phone, because no phone is perfect. And I'll let you know, again, what I like and I don't like about this phone. So if you want to come on this journey with me, I will be releasing a few videos over the course of time. So stay with it, guys. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions or comments, leave them down below, and I'll see you guys down the road. Peace!